All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Rule Well, whom I learned from. Peace and salutations to the elect, the household of faith. Salaki, this is the brother Barak coming at you with another lesson. I pray is edifying and exhorting. Today's lesson is going to be, what is Esau Edom up to? What is he planning? Okay, because it's obvious that he has something up his sleeve, and ultimately we know that because we know our enemy. So let's start here in the book of Sirach. What is that? Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And who is our enemy? Our enemy is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, you see. So they got him up there. They got Trump up there debating with Kamala Harris. You got so many people because ultimately, men. Well, you got some men that still do want women to rule over them, but this country has been divided. Okay, so they wanted some trusting in East and some trusting in Trump, some trusting into Kamala, but they're just two sides same coin. Okay, two wings same bird. Verse 11, Sirach 12 and 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, so ultimately he's still the damn devil that he is, man. Esau Edom. But what our people's about to learn about is vintage E, because it's written in the scripture. He said, "The time of mourning for my father is at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob." So now that spirit is being riled back up in him, and he's ready to slay with the sword. Okay, and it's all biblical prophecy. So what I typed in here is Black Swan. A Black Swan event is an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation and has potentially severe consequences. So that's what's about to come upon the people, and you people are going to lose it. Okay, you people are going to completely bug out with the things that Esau Edom have up his sleeve for you, man. Okay, we entering into a very troublesome time. All the signs are here that this is the end. Okay, so you can say that, oh, things like that been happening, but it's never been happening at this level. Okay, it haven't been happening with this much technology leaning towards the mark of the beast, which pursuant to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. We're here at the end. Going down here, it says, what is the Black Swan event in 2024? And just read this part. It says, such black swans, well, I'll just read the whole thing. In 2024, the world is navigating through a series of unprecedented disruptions. You got what? Money supply, with hyperinflation, which been going on for a few years. Hyperinflation, low employment, okay, stagflation, shrinkflation, wholeflation, all the inflation you can think of, right? Food shortages, the food chain. Why? Because all these companies have to go through, all these food suppliers have to go through what? Distribution companies. Okay, you see, so Esau Edom, he's pretty much the middleman of all things, right? And so he's troubling the supply. So it's a lot of unprecedented disruptions. Okay, the money supply is being disrupted, the food supply has been disrupted. Okay, people, you can't even send your kids to school because your safety has been disrupted, your welfare, your life have been disrupted. Okay, that's Esau Edom, but ultimately this is the left hand of the Lord. That's what makes this so serious, because nobody cares about the so-called white man Esau Edom. But the thing is, this is the left hand of the Lord working through him, right? It says such black unprecedented disruption, each one more unexpected than the last. You see, so every time you turn around, it's something new, and it's getting worse and worse. It's waxing worse and worse. Okay, now they got the so-called Haitian migrants coming in. Then you got the what they call the southern border, which they blaming it all on pretty much Venezuela. But then they were talking about the Mexicans. So pretty much they just bombarding you people with a whole bunch of with with a whole bunch of chaos. You know, this is truly the year of the poly crisis, man. Many crises everywhere. Okay, so many diseases coming back around. Dollar store closing. Okay, you see. So each thing that's occurring seems to be worse than the last one. It says such black swans are high impact, low probability occurrences that can drastically alter the future. These disruptions are not isolated. No, You know, he's like, man, what's the odds of that happening? And then it happens. The probability of it was happening was low, but guess what? It did happen. And the impact of it is very high. And it's not isolated in one city. No, this thing is happening throughout the whole country, throughout the world. You see, this is the Lord bringing forth his agenda. Okay? So we got that off of that Black Swan. Now let's check this out. There's a video that Dabu7 posted it earlier, right here. And as you see, it says clear and present dangers. U.S. police giving new UFO handbook guidelines on dealing with encounters, right? So why are they pushing this? Man, you know, Esau Edom is up to something big, okay? Could it be a fake UAP invasion, you know? So when you go here, let's go back here at end. This is something that been getting spoken about. Something that been getting spoken about, but and a lot of people don't even believe in UAPs, what they call unidentified phenomenons. Okay, UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Okay. But now these things are coming to manifest. Things right before your eyes, things that the prophets been telling you about that you didn't take heed to. But now they're being thrown right in your face. But a lot of people are still distracted with the things that's happening in the world. But we come to a time where the Lord is going to unplug all these distractions and you will have to deal with prophecy. Okay? All of our life is prophecy. You know, no one is above prophecy. We all are subject to prophecy. And you just want to hope that you're on the good side of it. You want to hope that you're on the side where the Lord is supping with you and that he's going to protect you and deliver you from the said coming destruction, his wrath. Okay, Project Bluebeam. It said Project Bluebeam is a sea theory, which claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist at its head and start a NWO via a technology simulated second coming, right? So ain't no telling what they finna show. Cause the scriptures tell you, let's grab this here in Matthew 24 real quick. Man, Matthew 24 is jumping off the pages, man. Let's see where is that? That's a good one right there, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Matthew 24:5, it says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed one, and shall deceive many." So, you know, you got these false leaders out here saying that they're anointed, that they sent and chosen by the Lord. Hey, but like we just read on that Project Bluebeam, hey, that could be something else that's used, right? But let's get to the one that I wanted. Let's see here. Yep, 23, Matthew 24:23. It says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is the anointed one, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before." And this is Yahweh Shah speaking, man. Okay, I don't know why it didn't pop up in a red letter, but, you know, I'll straighten that out later. But that's Yahweh Shah telling you that, man. And when they say that the Lord is over here, hey, don't go there. You know, because at the end of the day, when you go down to verse 30, what is it, 30? 31? 31. Matthew 24:31, it says, "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other." Right? So the Lord is going to gather you. You ain't got to go to the Lord in these last days. He going to come and deliver you. But you got to be in the spirit. See, that's why you have to read these scriptures so that way we can be stable. The scriptures say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. Because it's going to be so hard out here to survive. You will have these false Christ, these false anointed ones coming to say that, hey, they got the way. Or saying, oh yeah, the Messiah is this way, the Messiah is that way. No, that's not how it's written that the Lord will return. The scriptures tell you that he's going to come with great power and glory. He's going to come, you know, all eyes will see him. And we also know pursuing the Revelation, the first chapter, he's a dark-skinned man, okay? A so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, right? So we ain't gonna be looking up in the air. If they do pull a Project Bluebeam, we ain't gonna be looking up for no goddamn no white boy, no pasty ass white boy with long blonde hair, you know, lepers of the skin. No, that's not how the Lord is coming. So beware, man. You know, Esau Edom got something up his sleeve, right? And we spoke about the black swan. So let's jump into this quick article. You know, and I just want to hit a few points on this. Is you can get this off of what's the name of this? Oxford Academic. As you see, I'll try to put this in the description box, Lord willing. You see, but it's pretty much what they did was run trials, live human trials on humans, you know, in different situations, you know, to see their reaction, their behavior, different torture methods and all different things. That Esau Edom, you know, he checked things out. How do you think he studied people? He put them under the scope. You know, like in Jake neighborhoods, what they call the projects. Those are live tests, man. Okay, Esau Edom, all these new different drugs coming out. Esau Edom is running live tests. And he already got a lot of the results that he need, but he's continuing to bug the people out because what he's doing, he's breaking the minds of the people. So that way when he do bring forth his Black Swan event, man, it's going to be bad out here. You people are pretty much going to turn against yourself. And Esau Edom, he plan on just coming through and being a cleanup man. Okay? But let's jump down here to, and you can look all this up. It says the Stanford Prison Experiment. But let's continue to go down. Psychological. Yeah, that's what I want. It says, is it this one? Oh, matter of fact, it's this one. It says evil as a shift in cognition. And you know, the word cognition, going back to cognitive, meaning your mental, the way you think. And we know evil, bad time. You know, so when things get bad out here, it's going to shift the way people think. Okay? It says there are different ways in human beings conceptualize. So like there are different ways in which human beings conceptualize reality and determine who we are. The nature of the world in which we live and the effects of these conceptions on our feelings and behavior. Modern concepts hold the view that the truth of reality is not ultimately discoverable and there is no right way to organize our impressions about the world, but rather there are a number of more or less useful ways to solve specific problems. And see, that's how people think now because everything is so called intact. You know, they think that everybody got an opinion and let's all come together. But wait till, you know, shit hit the fan. Okay, it says, where we at now? It says we habitually organize our perceptions of reality in a variety of ways, which the ability to shift from one way to another without necessarily being aware that we are doing so. When we go to war, our perception of reality, of what we are and what is happening around us, is quite different from our common perception in peacetime. That's right. That's just common sense. You have heard of the concept of fight or flight, right? It says this shift of cognition makes war much more difficult to prevent or to stop. There are probably three key ideas that mark societies that have started to change or have experienced a shift in cognition already. First, there's a particular enemy that embodies evil. If it were defeated, then the world would become paradise. Second, taking action against that enemy is a path of glory and leads to legendary heights of existence. Third, anyone who does not agree with this publicly accepted opinion is considered a traitor. These ideas express cognitive schemes that have a deep impact on perception during peacetime in any society. Good and evil have many shades of gray. You see, so everybody can think like that because why? Things are good, right? Things are, you know, we're still in peacetime, although we see things building up. And that's another thing that I realized through the spirit. Yeah, brothers, of course we waiting on the kingdom to come, but the Lord is letting us start with the head apostles on down, seeing this place be broken down piece by piece, man. We really seeing the marvelous works of the Lord. Call her law, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Just as, you know, those, Lord willing, we part of that number, part of the elect number, those that are found to be part of the elect, and we're going to be in the building up of the kingdom. You know, we're going to see the kingdom being built up piece by piece. So the Lord, hey, this is a beautiful time to be alive and to be, you know, enduring and suffering for the Lord, because we're seeing the work of the Lord. We're seeing him break this place down. And then once we're changed, we're going to see us being built back up. We're going to see the kingdom being built instead of those that's born into it. You know, we're going to be partakers of the beginning. That's a whole nother glory. Okay. So it says, let me see where we at. Okay, so these ideas express cognitive schemes that have a deep impact on perception during peacetime in any society. Good and evil have many shades of gray. Different ideas and opinions are legitimate. Things are in general relatively good good or bad, satisfactory or unsatisfactory, stupid or bad. When a war is about to start, however, good and evil are reduced to us and them. There are no innocent bystanders. There are only those on our side and those against us. Views of the world are divided into black and white. During peacetime, we think that now is very much like other times, and the differences are just quantitative. In days of conflict, now become suddenly special and qualitatively different from all other times. You see? So while things is, going smooth right now, people think themselves to be in good case. That's what the scripture said when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them. Because they don't think, because since you can still get up and go to work, still go to McDonald's, buy your burger, you still out here chasing women, these clubs still open and all this nonsense. They don't think that anything is going to change. They think it's going to continue to go like this, but that is not so. Right? Let's get the book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. It says, knowing this, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. You see? So since, the prophets being on the scene speaking about that the last days coming, things continue to be as they were. So that's why the people scoff, and that's why they walk in their own lust, because they don't believe anything's going to change. But remember, the day that Noah entered into the ark, all those people was took away because they didn't take heed. Okay. Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. You see? And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And a flood is something unexpected. A flood is a lot of water sweeping through. Okay? And that's what's going to happen to you people. You're going to be swept. You're going to be swept by this terrible flood because you're not taking heed. You think because everything is so-called okay now, which you people are just blind. You people are not prudent. You don't look toward the future at all. And ultimately because you don't fear the Lord. But guess what? That's going to cost you people, man. You're going to have to pay for that. That's going to be your downfall, your demise. Your lack of wisdom, your lack of understanding. Ultimately, your lack of fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Let me see. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus says the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. That's right. So once that wall break, that pipe bust, okay, what they say, pressure bust pipes. Once that flood come, you people will be taken. You will be swept away, right? Why? Because you trust in this perverseness, you trust in oppression, and because you despise the word of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And now he's bringing forth, he's making that proverb cease, as it tells you in Ezekiel, that they say, that's a proverb. He speak of the future times, but guess what? Now we in that time. What you people said was the future back then. Now we're here. You're damn right. Okay. Let's see here. Now let's jump down to get ready and wrap this up. It's like, yeah, let me see. I'll start here and put a little highlight there so you brothers know where I'm at. All right. I'm right here on this line where it says, in conflict situations, however, we change our perception and are convinced that the enemy acts out of a wish for domination, whereas our actions come out of self-defense, benevolence, and reason of common decency and morality. And that's pretty much how, you people look at each other, how you people look at the government. That's why it's going to be a civil war. The scriptures say that they shall not regard their kings nor their princes. We seen that one January 6th thing. You see, that was all, predictive programming, getting you people ready to crash. You people go attack your local police stations. You people go attack your mayor offices, your Congress offices, the Capitol Hill, the White House. These people go, man, this America is, man, oh man, it's going to be bad out here. It's going to be bad out here. War, rumors of war. Scripture tell you, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. It tell you in Isaiah The Lord will send a spirit to make Egyptian fight against Egyptian, right? You see, and as you modern day Americans, it's a civil war coming, right? So this is a warning. Great big events is on the way. We read about the Black Swan event. Something big is coming, So never trust your enemy. But right now is the time to be repenting and leaning on the Lord, building your relationship with the Lord, man. We almost out of here. Tonight is bringing in the Day of Atonement. Okay, so you want to be afflicting your soul and fasting to the Lord and crying out unto him, man. Okay, let's see here. It says, if so, then there is no need to evaluate one's own doing. Usually problems arise on many different levels, economic, political, or personal. But this time, hey, all these problems is coming out of all these things, economic, political, and personal. The people it's just problems. Like the Apostle Cabal always quote, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. You people are going to truly bug out. It must be dealt with on these levels. With the cognitive shift, we believe that the real problem began with an act of will on the side of the enemy, and it can be solved only by breaking his will or by making him helpless. What better way to let him feel this than by using torture? During peacetime, we are concerned with the causes of the problems we are trying to solve. When caught in a conflict, we are not at all concerned with causes, only with outcomes. Therefore, the outcome justifies every action we take. You see? So that's the time that we're in. I'm going to let that article go now, and I'm going to go ahead and hit some scriptures, but that's the time that we're in. You people ain't going to be worried about, how the next person feel or trying to communicate and work it out. No, you got a problem, you hungry. The only thing you can do to solve that problem is to go eat. If that means taking some shit from your neighbor, eating your children, that's what's going to happen. And Esau Edom had, because what I was just reading, that comes from a study on human behavior. Okay, so Esau Edom already did the math, so to say. So he know you people finna bug out. This the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's right. So destruction is coming to the world, and you people go fight against each other with swords in your hands, right? Sword is a killing instrument. Whether you people got Molotovs, bats with spikes on the end of it, you might have a pillowcase full of books, man. It's you people go do what they got to do to survive, right? And you can't say what you won't do, because what's going to happen is your mindset is going to change. Once that conflict hit the streets and tensions rise, it's just in you. Your spirit is going to change, man. And it's ultimately the will of the Lord, because the Lord go turn it up to a point that it was never before, pursuant to Daniel the 12th chapter, verse 1. A time that was never before seen, right? But those who are found written in the book, the predestinated, Michael the archangel, the holy angel is going to protect us, right? 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. That's right. All hell is finna break loose, man. Okay, you're not gonna regard anybody. You go do what you got to do for you and yours. And eventually people will start turning on who they running with. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. You gonna have martial law, safe zones. You gonna have militia. People go stop you from coming into their neighborhoods. It's another good movie. It's an older movie. A couple years ago, it came out called The Domestics. All hell hadn't broke loose, and it was different little gangs, and they was patrolling different areas, man. You see? Watch the movie The Road. Okay. It says, what we at? Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's right. This is the judgment of the Lord. Okay. And this is, the prophets of the Lord warning you, speaking prophecy. And it tell you that at the beginning of this chapter. 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So we speaking to you prophecy. Prophecy is something that's to come. Okay. We telling you these things are coming before they come. So you will want to take heed and repent, turn to the Lord, seek him while he may be found. That way you may be hid in the day of his wrath, because this is the judgment of the Lord coming upon the earth, right? So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I pray you was edified and exhorted. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for giving me the opportunity to do a lesson, to serve. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, whom I learned from. Peace and salutations to the elect, the house of faith. Shalom.